I just like the sound of it.
Yeah, boy! The Boldcolts.
Yeah.
That's right. It's another installment of the Boldcolts podcast. We're here on, what day is it? Friday. That's
Friday.
right. It is Friday. So all you people that have been working all week long, guess what? It's the weekend. So hopefully you're getting off work or just got off work or something like that, starting your weekend.
Let's do it.
And you can start it off with a little bit of the
Time to party.
Boldcolts. So it's Friday, Fun Friday. What are we going to do today? We're going with our new segment called Scoped. That's right.
Yep.
So,
Yes.
just like last week, I'm your co-host, Kendall. Yo, Kendall. Jan Steele.
Hello.
I'm Ian. Thanks for listening, guys. You guys are dope. Send us your questions at the Boldcolts at Twitter or boldcolts@gmail.com, and we will get back if you want to join in on the conversation.
Yes, sir.
That'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be great.
We appreciate you. Episode 2, so just getting started. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Take it away, Jeremy.
Yo. Jeremy here. We're going to break with some breaking news. If you didn't watch last night, we got some
What's
big news
breaking
coming
it?
in out of the NFL commissioner today.
Oh, jeez. You're not talking about what I think you're talking
Myles Garrett. How
Shit.
can we not be talking about
about.
it?
Yeah, Myles Garrett.
I mean, you haven't seen something like that happen in football before. Hello.
Yeah. Flag on the play.
Tell us how you really feel.
Straight up.
You didn't like that quarterback, even with 8 seconds left. That shit did not matter to him.
Yeah. What?
Crazy.
What?
Crazy play.
Crazy they didn't pull him out.
Well,
sooner.
and I mean, it was a late hit anyways.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was in the wrong in the first place.
Oh, so late.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what he was thinking.
I will say Rudolph fucked up by going for his helmet. I mean, Garrett made him regret that. But
he'll
that
be
was
thinking
a-
about that one for a while.
that was a crazy hit over the head with the helmet. And,
I mean, like Looney Tunes style, bonked him over the head.
That was a crazy
seeing
move,
all
man.
tweet.
You can
Yep.
tell the adrenaline
Yeah.
was flowing there, and they
Yeah,
don't
it
like
was
each
nuts.
other.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
It was like a hockey game.
Yeah, it was. It reminded me of like some of the old basketball fights of the Pistons Pacers, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
old Red Wings Avalanche in hockey. It reminded me of that rivalry, just intense, fierce rivalry of tackling and history. And the
Yeah.
Browns haven't won this game in 5
Yeah.
years. There's 8
Yeah.
seconds left, and Myles Garrett's taking this dude down, head off, time to go, time to
I mean,
fight.
I guess
You like that?
he really wanted to beat
And-
him.
Oh man, it was such a crazy play.
only
I gotta be honest. At first, it was really like it's hard to watch, because it's different from football. It's not something we're used to. It's people are not
Yeah.
gonna like this at all, and
Oh no.
and it's crazy.
Not
It's
at
it's
all.
definitely a black card, a bead card, black
Yeah.
black hand
Yeah, no, he's on. His
of the
name has
NFL
been
now.
blacked out.
for Myles Garrett.
He's
Yeah,
on the untouchable list.
Yes.
No one's gonna want him.
I do think Cleveland will cut him, and
So
he
what-
won't be with the Browns too much longer.
For something like this, what kind of penalization did they get?
So it just came out that Myles Garrett is facing a year suspension, no pay.
Just a year?
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
Minimum.
I was gonna say. I mean, that's a
That's-
fair start.
That's what they came out with, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
No pay. I think that's fair.
Pouncey, the offensive lineman for the Steelers who
Yeah.
retaliated, got a 3-game suspension. And then the guy, what's his name? Larry Ogunjobi or whatever.
Okunjobi.
Defensive lineman for the Browns.
the one
he
that
was the
was-
one who came in after the play and hit him late, and then you could clearly see Rudolph call him a bitch for knocking him down later. I mean, they were just taking shots at Rudolph at the end. I
Yeah.
don't understand what they were thinking exactly, but the only thing that could have
I
made
don't
it more
think they were
entertaining was
thinking.
if the coaches just broke out in a fight right then too.
Yeah,
for
if
me.
everyone just, I mean, people in the stands could have started fighting.
And then of course the clock couldn't run
Yeah.
out, and everybody's having these last plays and running the field and
Yeah.
craziness.
Mike
Yeah.
Tomlin ran over to Freddie Kitchens like, "We will have words.
Well, and
We will have words."
he had no
about
comment
this."
on the press conference after. Tomlin
Dude.
had no comment.
Well, the Browns haven't played or beaten the Steelers in like 5 years, and you could tell that they weren't used to that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Crazy game.
They didn't know when it was
Crazy
time to
game.
fucking let off and be like, all right, you won. They're the ones that should be frustrated, not you.
Yeah, it was backwards.
Yeah.
It made no sense to why it escalated to that point so quickly. But what's done is done. So the players obviously
Suspended,
get
yeah,
their
punished.
suspensions. They got their punishments. What about the teams? Did any of the franchises
The
get punished?
franchises both got the maximum fine of like $250,000 to each of the
Ooh.
franchise.
NFL just made
Well
$500,000.
deserved.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
But
Miles, I hope you're happy.
I can't see Mike Tomlin the reason for this. My 100% is Freddie Kitchens, and him as a coach is out of control lately.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have control of the team, and the team is crazy and overreacting and acting out, and
Yeah, they're wilding out over there.
yeah, they don't know the line.
They're learning.
They're trying.
I hope they learn from this. This is they took it a little too far.
Back to
and they're
classic
paying the price.
Browns.
Browns, you will have better days than this. Just think about the win, Browns.
Right.
Think about the win.
Yeah, they
See, you gotta look at the silver lining. You got the W.
You lost your best player on defense, but you won the game.
That's right.
That's what happens, Browns. That's where you're at.
you got to take that.
Take the win.
Take what you can out of it.
At least you got a W.
That's for sure.
Better than losing another game, right?
Yeah. I guess.
I would.
When
For
you're
the
the
Browns
when you're the
fan,
Browns.
if you're a Browns
when you're the
fan,
Browns.
Yeah.
That's the best
The
outcome.
Browns over there feel like our shitty little cousin team, you know? Like, we're from Cleveland. We're a few hours or couple
Just
hours
a
away.
skip away.
Yeah.
They got history,
we have
though.
mustaches and ugly factories.
Right. They're like the little brother or something.
Yeah. That's all right.
No worries.
Keep growing.
No worries.
Can only go
You
up.
will have better days, Cleveland.
Yeah,
All right.
that's for sure. That's
Let's
for
get into
sure.
some Colts shit.
Ooh, time for some Colts talk.
About time. Let's talk it.
Yeah, that was enough about the Browns and the Steelers.
All right, here we go.
What are we talking today?
Vinatieri is our Baker Mayfield. Great
Ooh,
during the week. Able to hype a franchise. Is fun to hang out in the off season. Someone I would want to celebrate with after the win.
I'd
you
get a beer
know,
with him.
dancing, grabbing a beer.
What do you think
hanging
his drink
out.
of choices?
I don't dance, but
What
I
do you
would.
think his drink of choices?
I would take a shot with them.
Oh man, I gotta think both of them are probably some kind of whiskey drinkers or some shit.
I almost see Vinny as a gin drinker.
I could, yeah, he's probably, I don't
Vinny
know.
probably gets
He's
fucked
gotta
up off
acquire
vodka
taste.
every fucking
He's on the
night.
Hennessy. He's
Dude.
out there with Hennessy.
He's
shit.
gone.
Saving all his money, just buying cheap
Some
bottles.
cognac.
You seen his beard and shit? It's like Santa Claus.
All right, but what I want to do is erase this year from memory from both of those guys. Coaching and ultimately the GMs have underdelivered, making crucial cuts to better the team. Both teams had a vision in mind that hasn't come close to fruition. Both young teams have struggled with identity. Coaching and kicker problems can make your team close in games, but an incomplete feeling with nail-biter tendencies. Oftentimes, the quarterback takes the heat after losses in close 2-minute drive games, but the momentum swings away with the simple mistakes. Question I'm going to float around to you guys is, when a leader has no talent, aka Vinny or Freddie Kitchens,
Freddie.
when and why should you move on?
Ooh. Oh,
Good question.
that's a tough one, especially with someone like Vinny. You know, he's lifelong.
Yeah, talk about Vinny. Yeah.
I was gonna say he's been with the Colts for so long.
Yeah.
When do you get rid of him? My biggest thing is you got to look at longevity of the player. How old is he?
He's old as shit.
47.
40. He's 47.
Yeah.
Is that fact checked?
Yeah.
That's guaranteed.
I think his birthday is this month, so he turns 47.
He's turning 47 this year. 2019, Vinny turns 47. Okay.
Yeah.
So this dude is old for the game. He's old. He doesn't have much longer.
Yeah.
And with the way that the league is looking these days, it's getting younger, it's getting faster, it's getting stronger. It's time to trade in. You got to get that newer model. I'm sorry. I think now's the time.
Yeah.
He's only, he's
like this
5.
second, like
As soon we need to start
cut him tomorrow.
flexing our options.
What about
We
his
need
leadership?
to start flexing our options.
What
We
about his
gotta look.
leadership?
I think that Jacoby Brissett does a great job coming in as
Good
a
point.
leader.
Yeah.
And I think that the Colts really rally around Jacoby Brissett. So I think
They do.
it's okay. It's okay. I mean, dude, one of the youngest teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
Colts.
I think if you
So
cut Vinny, we are the
That's once Vinny's out, I think we are literally the youngest.
Yeah.
So at that point, I mean, it's time. It's time. We've been rebuilding this team for the last 3 years. We've pretty much we're at that point. He's one of the last handful of players that are from the Pagano era.
So here's some stats for you. Vinatieri's worst year was in 2003 with the New England Patriots. He went for 25 field goals, or he kicked 25 good. He missed 9. He kicked 34 total. So he only had a 73.5%. Guess what his percent is right now? 73.7.
Okay.
So he's literally 0.2 better than what he was in 2003.
Okay. Well,
He's missed 5 field goals this year, 14 for 19.
so I mean,
So you hang on to him.
No, that is terrible.
That's my
his
thought.
second worst season since like 2003. That's 16 years ago. That's when he was
And
learning.
at his
how to
age, he's only going downhill.
kick. Yeah.
I mean, he might get better. He could have one more good season. But you need someone that can grow with this young team.
I wouldn't
You
say he'd
need
have
someone
one more
that can
good
grow.
season. I'd say he'd have one more.
What about
average
you,
season.
Jeremy?
I hear you.
Are
I hear you.
Do you want him?
All right.
Do you want to
well,
get rid of him, or you want to keep him?
Here's why I wait with Vinny.
Okay.
Frank Reich had a great quote earlier in the week. He said, treat everyone fair, not the same. I think that's a definite case of what's
Okay.
going on here. But what this proves is, I'm trying to think to the Colts, is that they'll hang with players through ups and downs and they'll honor their contracts. That's what you're
True.
proving to all this
Okay.
young team. And so with one aspect, you got to look at it. That's appetizing for other players to know that we honor contracts even when they go through struggles.
Yeah. No,
Another-
that's a good thing to have in a franchise when you're a player.
Another thing is I'm realizing is I think that they think, 25 to 50% of clutch Vinny is better than any other kicker out there. Because I can't say he's 100% clutch the GOAT when he's lost us a couple games, but he's won us a game.
Yeah.
So I give him that 25 to 50%. He's on that edge of clutch, and I just think they think that's more better for them.
Yeah.
Another thing is apparently his financial advice that he gives the players is invaluable to the players. Because all I hear about is
Hold
how he's
on.
such a good leader, and
we're
this
talking
old man
about
must be giving
Financial advice?
some bullshit financial. That's my last clue.
But
He must be just
I'll
having
say,
something there. It's
These
invaluable.
These young
It's
bucks
invaluable
need it.
to have some kind of
These
dude
young
to
bucks
tell
need it.
you
Too
the right
many-
way to go
too many rookies
about investing
go
in
in
yourself.
and they get that big bonus check and they blow it all
Yeah.
on houses, cars,
They live the
clothes,
lifestyle and
jewelry, partying,
Yeah.
and then it's gone.
Then it's gone.
Then it's gone. When you have that kind
Most
of money,
of the time
you
that
invest
happens.
it.
It's sad.
You
it sucks,
invest it.
but
You take enough money to live 1 year decently,
But this
and
isn't
invest the rest of it, and you'll be set.
this isn't the NFL isn't set up so that you can just go start your own business and be good with your money. The NFL set up, we pay you money for what you play, what you do on the field.
Yeah. I
Okay.
get that. I get that.
So
it's coming. It's coming.
So you're saying you want to honor his contract?
Fuck it.
You want to
Let
honor
him go through this year.
You want to honor? I was gonna say
We
he's-
ain't going to
he's-
the Super Bowl. We gotta accept that shit.
As of right now,
We ain't
2020,
going.
Hold
he
on.
becomes an unsigned free agent.
Fuck it. He's going
So-
through the rest of the year with us.
I mean, it's not necessarily what I want, but
Spend a 5th round,
okay.
6th
so
round,
maybe
7th round
here-
draft
I'll make
pick.
a
Grab a
compromise.
kicker.
I'll make a
next year.
compromise.
That's what I would do.
I'll make a compromise. You bring someone in to train with him right now. Let him play the rest of the year.
See, that's an interesting
Bring
thought.
someone in
Yeah.
under his wing so they at least get half of a fucking
Even a practice
season.
squad guy.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Bring in a kicker.
Someone's got to be working side by side with him. So
I
when he
hear ya.
is gone, which is probably going to be 2020,
And you can have some kind
You
of
have
Vinny
a-
school
you have-
still going on there
exactly,
because
you-
people have graduated Vinny school and
Yeah.
been successful.
Yeah,
Bailey
no.
for the Vikings. There's the Chargers dude, I think, now. And
Dude, he hasn't hit a good ball all season.
it's a deal.
But
That's my deal.
that's
I'll
Vinny.
compromise.
Yeah.
Keep him for the rest of the season.
I switch
Bring
your mind a
bring
little
a
bit
young
there.
buck in,
yeah.
someone that's unsigned,
I like that.
or you got to look for that rookie next year. That
All right.
draft. You know how Ballard is with his drafts.
Yeah.
That dude is a guru.
That's what I'm saying. Spend a
A
5th, 6th, 7th
guru.
round
That dude's a
and
guru.
grab some bullshit
Right.
kicker that you really like.
And he knows that he needs to flex that option now.
Yeah.
So he literally could make a trade real quick and get an extra pick
I mean-
just so he could have that option for a kicker.
Shit, I think we have like 2 6 rounds.
Cool.
But
Spend one on a kicker.
yeah, fuck it. Do it.
Yeah.
Solve it.
Grab him.
Yeah.
Grab him for sure.
All right, let's
So
let's
yeah,
look ahead
that's
to the Colts and Jags. All right.
Colts and Jags.
Colts and Jags.
Division.
Little kitty. Little kitty coming
Dubai.
in.
It's an important one.
Mhm.
Dubo.
It's
Duval.
never a dull moment when we play the Jags.
No, they come to play
They
the
bring the A
Colts.
game.
And I hate those quarterbacks always smiling on our goddamn sideline
Hey, do you
whenever
think
they come.
do you think Sheard will rip off his helmet and hit Nick Foles in the head?
The Colts have way too much respect for themselves to pull that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen again.
I don't think we'll ever see
That's
that.
what happens
But
when you
at
have
the
a
same
good
time,
coach.
here's the thing.
Maybe
Browns
we'll see a
fans.
Here's
cleat,
the thing.
a cleat
Just
come off is the
because
next thing.
of-
Someone
I mean-
beats somebody's ass with a cleat.
Yeah, that dude probably lost his career. Yes, he's suspended for a year, maybe more.
What was
We'll
that?
see
Wasn't
what
there a-
happens. Speculation.
Wasn't that Happy Gilmore where he
Is
came
that
in
worth
and-
it? If
Yeah,
you're that
yeah.
pissed off at a player,
Yeah.
Wasn't that Happy Gilmore when
Crazy.
he came in and
Crazy.
beat somebody's ass with a skate when he was trying out for the hockey team? I think that's
I think so.
I think that's what
I know he beats up Bob Barker.
I think that's what's
The price is
Miles Garrett was
wrong.
going on, you know. He grabbed that helmet, he wasn't thinking. He was giving that Adam Sandler impression.
Like I don't get it. I don't get it. But we're not here to talk
All right,
about
fuck it. On to
Miles
the Colts
Garrett
and Jags.
and his stupid decisions.
Here's
All right.
something for you. Marlon Mack has only rushed for 100 yards twice this season.
Ugh.
Yeah, what do the Colts got to do to
I
beat
like
these guys?
him so much too, but I'm liking him less and less.
It's
this
hard.
year.
It is hard because
He's been struggling.
But is it him
Yeah.
or the offensive line? Every time he sucks a year, I'm like, that offensive line
Yeah.
isn't punching the way they punched last year. That offensive line
No.
coach turned
No,
him
no, no.
into finesse.
okay, listen to
They're
this
not.
Their
though.
finesse isn't
Listen to
as
this. He's had
strong.
this is all his carries. 25 first game, he went for over 100. 20, 16, 11, 29, he
Ooh.
went for over 100.
Okay.
18,
Ooh.
19, 21, 19.
Those are all his carries.
Those are all his carries every week.
Yeah. And he hasn't.
And
broke
he's only
100.
hit 100 yards twice.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
getting 20 carries
last
a
year.
game or
I was
plus.
gonna say he was getting about 25 plus last year. on
Towards
That's
the
a lot.
average.
end. Towards the end.
That's
Yeah,
a
he was
lot.
getting the touches.
Yeah.
He definitely was.
You would hope you could break 100 with.
But yeah, I
20s.
mean
So
he's on
Jackson-
my fantasy league.
Yeah.
He won me a lot of games last year.
Well, how's he doing this year?
He's struggling. He's struggling.
Like flex struggle
He has
or
3
like
touchdowns.
Yeah,
Touchdown.
he's
struggle?
my flex.
Okay.
He's my flex.
Yeah.
Every so often he's got his 100-yard game.
Got how many touchdowns?
Yeah.
Guys, he only has 3 touchdowns and 12 catches.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. on fantasy.
Well, I don't know if that's on the offensive line. That's my thing. I think they're not punching the way they were last year. The
Yeah.
scheme has changed them, and they aren't as on their toes. And
But so
Uh,
let's see.
they're missing
though.
shit.
Like let's look at some of the other running backs.
yeah,
Wilkins.
There we go.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking
He just
about.
got his foot injured.
I
again,
know. Unfortunately, he's out right now.
but he looks good every time
He
gets in
looks
there.
great when he's out there. He
Yeah.
can punch through
That is
and
true.
get the yards.
Yeah, he'll make that first man miss. I don't know what it is about Marlon, but when he sees one or two guys,
He's waiting
he
for a
quits
big
focusing
opening.
on
He's waiting for a big
juking
opening
and just like
I think he's afraid.
fucking goes down.
He's afraid to get in there and get dirty.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe
It's like
it
he
might
wants
be
to
a
get back because he
subconscious
doesn't.
thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, the Colts are second in the league in negative plays.
Ugh.
I mean, that's what we're talking about. You know.
Okay.
Him
So
going nowhere. So
going against the Jacksonville Jaguars,
Saxonville. Yeah.
can we get the run game going?
Can we get it?
Jacksonville,
We're gonna need
I
it.
believe, is ranked somewhere around 22nd in the league
Yeah.
for allowing rushing yards.
You know something I would love
They
to
average
see?
about 4.9, I think, maybe
So
5.
just to make things clear, I'm not saying Marlon Mack is a bad running back. He's the top 10 running back. He's number 8 right now in the NFL. But
Wow.
he's not top 5, where is what I'm looking for when you have a top
He's
5
not exploding.
offensive line. Yeah, I mean Josh Jacobs is number 5 and he's behind a rebuilding offensive line in
That's
Oakland.
right.
I mean you got
That's right.
Nick
Yeah.
Chubb number 2
Oakland's
and
been
he's
struggling.
behind a bad offensive line in
Yeah.
the Browns. I mean,
So is it scheme
I like
or
Chubb.
is it Mac
I like
or is
Chubb.
it offensive line?
I do like Marlon Mack, but I just think that we are missing like we need a second running back that can come in there and pound it.
We need a Jai.
But
Should have signed that motherfucker.
you know, we'll see. He's all right. He's growing. But
Yeah.
we need this game from him. You know, Jacoby is
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna have
is
to show up.
injured
He has to show up.
ish. You know,
Yeah.
He's coming
He's
off
gonna be
an
limping
injury.
around.
We're
He
gonna,
ain't
we're
gonna be-
gonna,
Sprained
he's not,
MCL.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be able to shake.
Or
Those
slide.
defenders
or
like he
slide.
was.
Yeah.
You know, when
That's
he runs
the
for those
thing.
10 yards and slides for
No, he's
I
not
think
gonna
I
run it.
think
He's
we're
gonna
going to
fucking
see a
get
less mobile
killed.
Jacoby
Yeah.
Brissett.
Yep.
yeah.
I think he's going to
Which is
stay in
kind
the
of
pocket
saying
a little bit
something,
more.
Yeah. Can he
Yeah.
overcome that shit?
It's I don't know.
All right, here's
I
one
think
thing
he
I
can.
want to see
I
out
think
of
he can.
I want to see
I've got
more
faith in him.
time of possession in that first half. Last week versus the Dolphins had an 18 out of 30 minutes in the first half. and
18 out of 30?
Yeah, and it's just we're falling behind.
How do we let the Dolphins do that?
Dude, how do we let anyone do that? We have our
That's-
defense playing lights
and
out,
that's
our
one of the
offense
things- that's-
needs to pull their weight. They
That's one of
have
the
to
things
pull
that I
their
like
weight.
about Frank is he knows how to play the game of football,
Yeah,
not just play-wise, but using all the tools like time of possession,
Yeah.
running out that clock.
yeah,
He's really good at that,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was Hoyer, man.
and it just wasn't there.
We dropped
Yeah,
two
it
games.
was Hoyer.
We
It
dropped
wasn't
2 games
there.
with Hoyer.
Fuck Hoyer.
It was hard.
We should have put in Swag
Hard to
Kelly. I'm
watch.
just saying. I
Yeah,
would have put
no.
in Swag Kelly. 3 picks?
Speaking of Hoyer, he's lost the last 2 games.
Nah.
He only played those last 2 games fully, and he had 6 turnovers in those 2 games.
6 turnovers.
turnovers.
That's like
turnovers.
Triple Brissett in like
That's Scott Tolzien.
2
in
games.
2 games.
That's
Dude,
Scott Tolzien.
Why don't the
dude.
Colts admit it when they see a shitty quarterback in front of their eyes? I don't understand.
That's horrible.
You know when it's good. Can you admit when it's bad? Can you admit it? If you're not gonna do it with the kicker, do it with the quarterback.
I think he might
Yeah.
last.
If we're
into
gonna
this-
bench Quincy
someone-
Wilson for no reason, then we can bench Brian Hoyer for throwing 3 picks and put.
Well, I mean, we had an option.
Yeah,
We didn't have to put Hoyer in.
we didn't. I mean, I don't care how much practice Swag Kelly's had with the first team. He would have ran
During
on the
preseason,
Dolphins. It's
he
just
looked
man
the best
coverage.
out of all
That's
the backups.
all they're doing. Yeah. Yeah.
Swag Kelly looked the best
Yeah.
out of all the backups,
Should've
and
came
he
in.
played the 4th quarter, the last half of it.
Brian
every
Hoyer
game, and he went out there and at least looked good.
Brian Hoyer has
Yep.
lost the last 10 games he started, which tells
Wow.
me that if he starts another game he plays for us, we are
Oh,
losing.
jeez.
We have lost every
That's
game we
not a
haven't
good-
had
we
That's
Ty.
not a good track record.
Don't
We've
go
lost.
down Brissett.
We've lost every game where Ty hasn't played. So Ty's not playing this week. You think we're gonna
That's-
win?
Guys,
That's
Probably
how
not.
many games? That's
Speaking-
7.
Probably not.
That's
Speaking of
0
TY,
and 7.
Unfortunately,
speaking of
they gotta
TY,
show up.
let's talk
Our boys
about
gotta
TY
show up.
really quick, okay? Now, his best season was with Andrew Luck, of course. 2016, he had 91 receptions for 1,448 yards, 63 long, and 6 touchdowns.
That's where he led the league. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
So
What else?
this year, he's got 32 receptions, 360 yards, a 35-yard longest catch, 5 touchdowns. So he's on track to get more
I
touchdowns,
mean, he's been out.
but yard-wise,
Yeah.
he is not there.
He's missed
had
3 games.
he's had the most yards he's had this season in one game was the first game. He had 87 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
2 tubs and 87 yards. I mean, that was definitely his best game, and since then he's been
It's not on Ty though.
average, but
That's
It's
you
really
can't you
not.
can't a team's not made of one player.
Yeah.
A team is not made of one player.
I mean, we
but
kind
these
of
are our biggest
but-
playmakers. Marlon Mack,
Every time he's out, we lose.
dude, we're talking about Marlon
That's
Mack.
not a good way to that's not a good team.
We
You
need
don't
more
got the
speed,
depth.
damn it.
You don't got the depth.
Yeah, we're talking about Marlon Mack, playmaker, running back position, best receiver we got, T.Y. Hilton.
And they're underperforming.
Both of them, in between both of them, Marlon Mack's the only one go over 100 yards, and he's only done it twice.
Let's talk about
That's
Marlon
not-
for
That's our
one
best
more second,
playmakers.
real
It's
it's
quick.
not the Colts that we know.
I think what they need to do to get Marlon more involved is, has anybody seen like a running back screen out of the Colts this year?
They have not looked good.
Like
Nope.
they haven't ran one running back screen, and when I'm noticing like teams tee off and just play man and blitz us over and over, it's like throw a fucking screen
You
on
gotta
first
dump
down.
it off short.
Just do it, because
Yeah.
even when you have the negative play every 30% chance or 50% chance that it's going to be bad, the other time it's going to take off for a big one, and it's just like, where is it? I also want to see like some pistol formation. We talk about
Okay.
how with Frank Reich he's so multiple, but when he's multiple he's talking about specific formations like shotgun and single back.
Yeah.
That's the only 2 formations we play. Why don't we get
need to
into the
change
I
it up a little
formation?
bit.
Why don't we get into pistol? That's what I want to see more of. And if because I mean, at least when you have the running back behind you, they don't know like, hey, this is either
right.
a counter to the left or he's taking
It's
it
less
to the inside
predictable.
zone.
Less
Yeah.
predictable.
They don't know what side he's
And
going
that was
on.
that was the biggest issue with Chuck Pagano was his predictability.
Yeah, I saw some of that shit versus the Dolphins. Getting single back, oh we run it. Getting shotgun, oh we throw it.
Yeah.
Getting single back, oh we run it.
Yeah.
And I get that you're trying to set up shit for later, but throw a screen in there, throw a slant. Where are the fucking slants? I haven't seen a third downs go to a slant all year.
You
So
know
I
what,
mean, I would love to
that's-
see some fucking slants and some screens out of.
You're making
our
some
offense.
really good points. That's for sure. That's for sure. So we were talking about Jacoby a little bit.
Yeah.
We kind of got to talk about the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles.
The legend.
I was kind of
Nick
excited when he came to the
Foles.
Jags.
He has
Did
a
you play him?
statue in
I
Philadelphia.
mean, he's a good opponent.
Yeah.
He's a good opponent.
Yeah.
Like it's like chess. You don't want to play the easiest person ever.
Yeah, and he's
like-
not crazy scary.
I mean, you
for a
want to
Super
win.
Bowl
Don't get me
MVP.
wrong. You want
It's not
that
that
win,
scary.
but you don't want it to be handed to you.
I mean, the Patriots get it handed to him.
Yeah.
But yes, it is. I like rivalry games where we can win the good games.
Oh, sorry. That was Tom Brady deflating a ball.
Ah.
Yeah, but
I always remember
Go ahead.
Tom Brady as a cheater.
Yeah, no, Nick Foles. Nick Foles. I mean, we all know him. He took the Eagles to the Super Bowl with Frank Reich
Yeah.
as the offensive
Which is
coordinator.
interesting.
Frankie boy.
That's the
With
best
Frank
part of this
Reich as
whole
his
little
offensive
story.
coordinator. So, you think that'll play an advantage to us?
Well,
Or do you? I mean, I don't know. It could be an advantage or it could be a disadvantage because Frank could know how to counter Nick Foles.
right.
But Nick Foles might know how to counter Frank Reich.
But who's Nick gonna talk? Who's Foles gonna talk to?
That's true.
Because he has to face our defense, which he doesn't know.
True.
So I mean, he could talk to his defense.
Here's
and
my
let 'em
thing. He's
know
gonna be
some
rusty.
offensive shit.
He's been injured. He hasn't been practicing much.
Right.
Yeah.
He hasn't
Gonna be
played
rusty.
since week 1.
We should get an
Yeah,
interception.
Week 1.
That's the way I'm thinking. There
Yeah.
should be a turnover, a mistake by this Jags team, and we just gotta take advantage.
The one plus side is Darius Leonard is still back. He's got that abdominal strain.
maniac.
He should be playing. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't. But if he's out there on the
Good.
field, I would put money down.
Oh, you got a case on it.
Yeah.
A case?
You got a case?
Like a Crave case
Oh,
from
case.
like White Castle?
Oh,
A White Castle
let's,
Crave case?
let's put a Crave case.
So
Do you
on
know
it.
how far
you
the
know,
nearest White
No,
Castle
I was
is?
just going to say, every year we go down to the last home game of the Colts season.
That's right.
Every year we go down there. So if you're down there, the last game, we'll be there. We'll definitely let everyone know. Come
Cheering
check
our
us out.
ass off.
Yeah, we'll have a little party down there. Have some fun.
Yeah, we tailgate out back, Where was that? Where is that place by?
It's by the Bean Factory.
Yeah, the Bean Factory.
The Bean
So we go
Factory.
there, we chill and tailgate, and then we'll head up in there. But
But yeah, so White Castle, when we go down,
You got a case on it?
I'll put
Maniac
a Crave
shows
case
up?
down.
Yeah.
Maniac plays, gets 1 interception minimum. Maybe a fumble recovery.
Are you
Or
talking-
no, not a fumble recovery. He's going to force at least 1 fumble.
You
a
think so?
turnover. You're putting a case on Maniac gets a turnover.
2 turnovers.
No, I'm all for it. I'll take that bet.
I'm putting it down.
2 cases.
I'll take it.
A Crave case.
Yeah, let's go.
2 turnovers from the Maniac. I'm not going to say how. However he gets them is however he gets them. But he will have the end result of 2 turnovers minimum.
All right.
Shake on it. Shake on it.
Yes, sir.
That was a shake. Actually, high five it so they can hear.
Oh, it's
There
official.
we go. I think that
That's
was
official.
I think that was heard.
Yeah.
The
So,
clap heard around the horseshoe.
Who you got winning? What's the score?
Versus the Jags?
Yeah.
Oh. You're putting me on the spot here.
On the spot.
On the spot.
Do you want what I hope to see or
we
what I
wanna
think
see.
is going to
What's
happen?
your opinion?
No, what
What's
do you
gonna
think?
happen?
Honest opinion.
You got to
Well,
bet
if-
on this shit.
if
If you ain't gonna
Jacoby
put money on it.
Brissett's going to be there.
He's playing. He's
I
playing.
know. But how
Ty ain't.
healthy though? Like he's back, but
I know.
how deep can he go?
Yeah.
What limits is he going to stretch? So that being said, I'm going to give it I think it's going to be like the last couple it's going to be a nail biter.
Yeah.
One possession.
I think it's going to be like
Of course.
24-27. It could be a 1-point difference. But I'm going to say 24
Eh.
24-31
24.
Colts win.
Oh, 31. Got us putting it on him.
Nice.
24-31 Colts win. Jacoby Brissett's coming back from a fucking injury. He's ready.
He's ready.
It's division, dude.
Jeremy, who you got?
It's the division game.
I got the
man.
Jags winning 21-18. I bet we missed 2 extra points.
Dumb.
And I bet we fucking lose. Ty's not in the game. We are taking an L.
Oh,
Our wide receivers are too thin.
I
Ian, who you
do
got?
think it will be close. I do think Adam will miss a field goal. So I have that calculated.
Go Colts, by the way.
mm-hmm.
I do think he makes one though. So I say the Colts win 23-21.
Okay.
Listen, I'm treating the Colts and the Jags fair.
No,
I'm
the
just
thing
not
is,
treating them the
that's
same.
the thing. Like, I want the Colts to win,
They're not the
but
same.
realistically, I don't think they will. Not right now.
Well, you bet a case on that.
No, I
No,
didn't
that was
bet
on Darius.
That was on Leonard.
Yeah.
Darius
The
Leonard.
maniac.
Hey,
He's got to.
we got another
two
case on that.
But here's the thing:
31-27.
if
That's what
Darius
you said,
Leonard can make
24.
2 turnovers, we better be able to win the fucking game.
Hey, we've been playing
Yeah.
lights out for defense. Our offense.
Dude,
just
we
got
got our
Defense has
quarterback
brought
That's
back.
the
the
problem.
game every week.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah.
6 turnovers past 2 games. You know Jacoby's committed what? 3 picks? I think it's 3 picks so far this season.
Yeah.
So he's had half as many turnovers as all
Yeah.
season.
All
Go
right.
Colts.
Go
Yeah, go
Colts.
Colts. Get
Thanks,
it done.
guys.
Go
Get
Thanks
it
for
done.
listening. Just wanted to say, also join in on the conversation. Hit us up at
We
want
to hear from
Twitter
you.
Yeah, hit us up.
and Gmail. So yeah, you can also see the link in the description.
Yeah, and also don't forget, I mean, we've gonna have some more content other than just like, some of these the Friday scoped.
Yeah.
Other than like our Sunday overview after the Sunday game.
Yeah.
Um,
We got a fantasy.
So we're gonna have some fantasy segments coming
Yep.
up. We're gonna have some
That's right.
Twitter stuff. So get your questions in, get engaged. We would love to hear from you. And
Take it easy on this
yeah,
Friday.
we'll see you guys next
Take
time.
it chill.
Thanks
Go
for
Colts.
listening.
Bold Colts.
Go Colts.
Go
It's the
Colts.
Bold Colts.
Playoffs.